Canon event.
What?
Canon event.
What?
Canon event.
I don't know where this
Canon
stuff is.
event?
This must be some tween stuff. I never
Canon event? Like Nick Cannon? Like you better not be involved in a Canon event.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
you better not.
there's
got
no
14
Canon
kids.
events happening in this household.
Nothing.
Canon event.
I don't know what a Canon event is.
Make a guess.
A music event?
No. It's like when something in your life that's like really big helps you with development. It's a Canon event.
boom, boom.
Who comes up with this stuff, man?
And then it sticks with all of them. Like
Crash out.
crash out. I think it just means you burn out.
Like you're burnt
burnout
out, you're
mean?
done.
What does burnout mean?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
You don't know what burning out means?
No.
You were watching something in school today. So tell Billy what you had to watch at school today.
It was a documentary about this guy who ate McDonald's for a month.
Supersize Me. I had to sign a permission slip for her to watch it. Supersize Me.
Isn't that from like 20 years ago?
It's a
something?
while ago, yeah.
He was overweight, right?
Well, wait. Let Elena tell her perspective. So what happened?
So it was like a guy who wanted to go on a diet for change. He was like a vegan. His girlfriend was like a vegan and like pretty much made him a vegan. But then he started like this, like he was curious about obese people and he was like, how does it happen? So then he ate McDonald's for a month. And then one day...
Wait. But he didn't just eat McDonald's for a month. He ate breakfast, lunch,
meal.
and dinner at McDonald's for a month.
And so one day he went to the doctor and they told him that his cholesterol levels were way too high and his blood pressure was like increasing like at a rapid
200
pace.
over 100.
Yeah, and a rapid pace, and that he could like drop at any minute and he could die.
Did they make him go to the hospital from the doctor's office?
No.
Oh, so
The
they
next
just...
day he continued his diet and started eating McDonald's again. And then
Because it is addicting, I'm not going to lie. Like I don't know what's in that stuff that makes you like...
A couple days later, he started getting heart palpitations. And then this lady who was helping him to measure his weight and like see how he's doing, she was like, stop drinking the soda at McDonald's, start drinking the water maybe.
You know, you don't know this because you weren't born. Do you remember this? Where it was at least, it made such an impression, you know, like they always say, like the jury of your peers, like the trial by, what do they call that? Trial by
jury?
Something like that. So there was so much pressure from the public outcry about Supersize Me. Do you remember being able to drive through the drive-through McDonald's and the person on the other line would be like, would you like to supersize that? And you'd be like, yeah, like just like that. Because of that documentary, they were no longer allowed to prompt you to say, do you want to supersize that? Now you have to like ask it autonomously. Do they even have the supersize option anymore at McDonald's?
No, they stopped it.
But do you remember that? Like,
Probably because of lawsuits.
The first day he had McDonald's, he threw up because it was too much.
well, I'm sure
because he had a whole supersize meal, he threw up.
Oh my gosh! But do you remember that? So they would have supersize on the menu because you had small, medium, large, supersize, and as kids you were so excited if your parents got you a supersized French fry, particularly because it was like a ridiculous amount of French fries. And then the person on the speaker of the drive-thru, every single order, no matter what it was, if you ordered a combo, would say, would you like to supersize that? And now that they weren't allowed to do that anymore.
Well, there's a couple of different videos, not to be controversial.
Oh.
There's a couple of videos out there from a lady who bought a burger from McDonald's,
Yeah.
French fries in 1992.
Ew.
Okay?
Oh.
And she has it in her house in a shoebox.
Oh, that's right.
And she did a documentary a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. She took the burger and the French fries out, and there was nothing wrong with it.
It was still like in its form.
It was still in its form.
There goes our dinner of champions, Lena.
33 years later.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. But a couple of different
We are
videos.
not journalists, by the
We
way.
don't know. I'm just saying that I don't know if the video's false or not. But several different videos of different people are doing that where they had a burger and it shows the original McKids meal from 1992.
Oh my God.
But I don't know if they set it up that way, but
And I know the other thing they changed since the documentary was the type of oil they do the French fries with. Like, wasn't there like that chemical where it was like like to your point, like he couldn't stop eating it because like there was, they could figure out some kind of addictive,
Some kind of corner on there.
something with the corn.
And they're saying it's not
syrup
real
or-
French fries.
Well, listen,
Nothing's real.
okay.
Yeah, nothing's.
Ask any high school chemistry teacher, and we know one. We're very good friends with one. Where anytime you deep fry a potato in anything, there's a chemical reaction, there's a chemical change. It's no longer anatomically a potato anymore. So French fries really aren't.
And that's how Lay's was born.
They're
Potato
basically
chips.
just potato chips that are softer.
That's how Lay's was invented.
Yum, I know it is yummy.
In the early 1900s, that's how the chip was born. The potato chip was born.
But you know what's funny? When we went to Italy, you know how we talked about like how we got so sick after we went to the Hard Rock in Milan? Yes. Alternatively, if you go to McDonald's, particularly in Rome, somehow the food is a lot more fresh. It's a lot better. It doesn't cut through you like the American version.
I don't eat McDonald's.
So if you eat McDonald's, you have to fly to Rome first.
Food is better there.
Everything
and
is better.
they do live longer there.
Yeah, everything is better in Italy, I feel like.
Food's better.
Probably Europe
What
in
part
general.
of Italy are we from?
What part of Italy are we from?
Not you.
I'm going to tell you what part of Italy I'm from.
What part of Italy are you from?
I'm from Little Italy in the South Bronx.
Okay, so we gave you the boot. Okay.
Arthur Avenue.
So we're from two parts of Italy because my great-grandparents don't meet until they're in the United States. Like some Italian couples came over together, but my Italian ancestors came separately. So your great grandmother is from Napoli. This is where we get our dark hair from, because more towards the southern tip of Italy. And then your great grandpa's side is from Avellino, which is a little bit, it's still south, but it's like north adjacent. We were chestnut farmers. Growing chestnuts and having chestnuts was quite a
Is that why
lucrative
Grandpa
business.
likes that song?
I think that might be
Chestnuts
why
roasting on
Grandpa
the
really does like roasted chestnuts. It's in his blood. And actually,
Wait, your father grows chestnuts in the backyard?
No,
What'd you say?
would you like to explain?
So her grandpa was right
My papa liked chestnuts.
and was a chestnut farmer. Or
My
came from
great
ancestors who were chestnut farmers, and that's why Papa likes roasted chestnuts, and that's why Grandpa.
Dad probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I keep forgetting that her grandpa is my dad, so that did kind of screw me up in the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was still right. Your grandpa is my great grandpa.
I mean, some people, we don't really talk about like how racist Italy can also be. Like, had my great grandparents met each other in Italy, the families probably wouldn't have agreed to it.
I don't think so.
No, because you know how my brother Steve has blonde hair and blue eyes? That's the Palatucci side. We've come to find out because it's a little bit northern.
I thought that was from Grandma's side.
I thought
No.
that was from your mother's side,
No,
too.
I mean, that doesn't hurt. But look at my cousin Roseanne. She has like platinum blonde hair.
Yeah, but look at your dad's side, though. Look at all those
Because of my grandmother was from Napoli. So they used to say back in the day, like you saw a dark-haired Italian, they would say, "What are you, a farmer?"
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, look at the farmer, the guy, the last farmer. He came in Lamborghini.
That's right. That's exactly right. So maybe me and Mr. Lamborghini are more kindred spirits than more meets the eye.
Never know.
Okay. Well, that was one way to get to talking about cars all the way from McDonald's. Oh, and there is another car reference. Maybe we have video of this. We've taken Lambos through the McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, I know.
That's always a good time.
We did?
Couple times. Yeah, we remember because we'll go to like the Lamborghini Greenwich parties and there's like
the
bite-sized food. Well, yeah, Sean knows the food is miserable. There's no dinner. It's like bite-sized.
Even that night at the last one, right? In Westchester.
My gosh. You remember that they had like those like beef sliders, like one slice of beef.
I
and you
ate
said
12
they
of
were
them.
like roast beef sliders and
I
they
ate 12 of them.
they came out and just went into the back and got you they got them like 12 slices of the roast beef like on a plate.
And that's why all those guys are skinny.
I don't know if that's the reason. But yeah, we were coming from I think it was the grand opening of Lamborghini Greenwich, which was also the holiday party.
And we went to McDonald's around the corner.
Billy was talking to Isaiah Thomas and had no idea who he was talking to. Isaiah Thomas, the basketball player? Is there two Isaiah Thomases? The one from the 80s, Sean. It was cool though, because you know, someone like that gets bombarded all the time by like fans and so forth and so on. And so Billy is next to him and he goes, and at first, you know, Isaiah is like kind of has his guard up because he thinks it's just another fan coming up to him. And because I guess we were talking to like-minded people next to him or something. And you were like, hi, I'm Bill. And you are. And he was like, and you could see his shoulders completely relaxed. He looked at him and he went, I'm Isaiah. Nice to meet you. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't want sports.
Wait, remember when we saw Justin Timberlake like one?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that too.
Yeah, well, you two messed that up.
Oh no, we very much. Can I just finish this?
I've already had two nightmares about that already.
Okay.
That I should have been talking to her the whole time.
Okay, this is something we can definitely talk about.
We should have a video with her for the podcast.
No.
So she's a person just like we are.
I know, and maybe she'll see this now.
And she does a lot of things on Instagram.
I know.
That we could have been part of.
There's also this thing called respecting someone's privacy. She was not working.
She doesn't have to be working.
I know. I have a different level of integrity than you do.
That's got nothing to do with integrity.
Can I start it?
She was talking to me most of the time at all these.
Well, you didn't give it a chance.
Well, I didn't pay attention.
How come you didn't recognize her, huh?
Yeah, then if you were talking to her the most, how did you not recognize?
I wasn't paying attention to that.
Well,
you have your glasses on? You sure?
I don't think I have my glasses on. And that's your
You were like this close.
You should have said, hey.
Billy was this close to Jessica Biel for over an hour. Right?
I wasn't there.
Over this past Easter, we took you during Easter break.
You and her.
And we went to Vegas. So one place that you really wanted to go to for Vegas, which is actually like the whole reason why we went to Vegas with you, was go to Area 15. So shout out to Area 15 in Las Vegas. That's a really good time. And one of the huge exhibitions that they have that you can do as a special experience is the John Wick experience. Correct? And so we all go to the John Wick experience finally. There was a lot of drama that day. And then when is there not? And we're in the first room, not the lobby, because I think her security had her already through not the general public area. So she was in the first scene of the experience.
The room with the tube.
Yes.
Yeah, because she wasn't in the elevator.
No, she was not in the elevator with us.
Oh, she wasn't.
No.
They probably didn't.
They didn't put her through the lobby. No. So that's what I mean. Like her security detail was already on
the elevator before us.
Yeah, of course. And she was there. I think it must have been like a sister or sister-in-law and one of her nephews or something. Because I did look, and Justin was performing in Vegas that night.
He was?
Yeah. So we're in the first scene of the John Wick movie experience, and I look over, and I'm like, I do a triple take. She doesn't have, obviously her TV makeup on. She has a baseball hat on and like a really.
That's right.
She has a normal person outfit on and like a side sling mom purse.
She's really a beautiful, friendly person.
She has a crossbody bag, and she was so fun. And it was awesome. I think she and I had a moment where she knew that I knew, and then I was like, I just put my head down and just
recognized her? You recognized her first.
There's that moment, when you're like. You recognize somebody and you're like, oh, hi. Like, she knew that I had that moment, and she kind of looked at me like, oh, don't freak out. And I was like, hi. And then I just kept, hey, Elena, let's go over here. And then so she and I had this understanding the whole time that she knew that I knew who she was, but I wasn't saying anything. So then at some point, Elena figures it out, or I told you. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
I mean, we're trapped in a van with Jessica Biel and her family. Remember?
You were in the van with her?
It was so hot in that van. It was so hot in that van.
Yeah.
And I had to hold the door.
Yeah. So you had to pretend that you're actually hiding from terrorists. And so they actually put you in the back of a van.
What did she do in the van?
She was Jessica Biel, and she was a perfect actress, and she didn't make a noise. She didn't do anything.
This is why I'm the best hide and seek player.
You were really good too. It was kind of freaky. And so the whole thing is over, right? And you and I both know what's going on. You're like, oh my gosh, da da da. And she was super nice. What was the thing that you two ended up having to do together with the scene, with the costume?
We had to pick out the costumes. Will you wear that costume? And
right.
She says, absolutely, I'll wear that.
Right.
And I said, I'll wear that too.
So.
And then she looked at me and smiled, and I'm like,
and
then when you told me after the fucking fact, I'm like, oh yeah.
So me and Elena are
now. If you see her on some of her videos, you could tell. Yeah,
she was a really fun person. All that, she was into it. She was trying to figure out.
She has to be protected. I mean,
yeah, that's why I protected her from you. So it's like she was into like solving the clues. She was like fun.
So was I.
It's all about you.
I did the sponge with the finger.
What?
What? That could sound really bad, Bill. Okay. So we get outside and me and Elena know, and we're like, don't tell Billy, don't tell Billy, don't tell Billy.
My God,
So I see her with her security detail in their blacked out Suburban, whatever they have. And I'm watching it. And I watch her get in, and then I watch the door clunk, shows. I go, hey, Billy. Guess who you just hung out with for a while? And you remember what he does?
Right, though. It wasn't right.
Who?
I could have made some headway there.
I mean, I said...
We probably could have went to his concert that night. VIP tickets.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And
I like Justin
was like,
Timberlake.
so do I. Who doesn't like Justin Timberlake? And it was a nice segue to the 90s questions, by the way, for later. But no. And then he's like, where is she? Where is she? And like the Suburban turns and I go like this, just waving at a blacked out Suburban. He's like, no. And
No.
Next time I will look out.
You could just
Make sure you have your glasses on.
It is called 360 awareness. Circle, keep your head on a swivel, situational awareness.
I didn't have my glasses on. You guys took
You were like this. You were like this
You're
close
not
to
that
her.
blind.
I was
Let's
too busy
be
making
honest.
sure you two are all right.
You had a.
Let's be for real.
You were
You're
not worried
that
about us.
blind.
That is for damn sure.
Let's be for real. You're not that
Take off your
blind.
glasses and how many fingers I got up?
2.
No.
You look very pretty
you
with
did
your
before you
glasses.
took
Okay.
your
Do it. 4.
Okay.
She's not blind. If we had to compare glasses between the thickness of your glasses and the thickness of
Well, I
your
already
glasses,
know I got astigmatism. I have
I
football.
mean, if you ever want a headache, put on Billy's glasses because I did
you
that
don't-
one time.
If you want to see perfectly, put on white.
I put Billy's glasses on once. I got an instant headache, and I was like afraid to ever be with you in a car ever again because I was
wore
like,
glasses.
Would it hurt if you
if he
wore
needs this, let me see. Will it hurt if I wear yours? Let's see.
My blindness is not that bad.
I actually don't really. I feel like a little bit more blurry, but it doesn't hurt.
And your frames are
I
thin,
still
so
feel
you're
like
not that bad.
your lenses are dirty. I'm not gonna lie. I actually get a little bit more blurry when I put yours on.
But why did she have glasses? Her vision was off by a little bit?
I think you have 20/40 vision. She's 20/40.
So the fact that you're wearing
20/40.
glasses at a young age is
I had 20/40 in 2020.
Keep your fingers away from your mouth. All right.
I got 20/80.
Oh.
No kidding. I don't know what
You might be like
I got
21/20.
astigmatism. Do you know what astigmatism is?
I really don't really know.
Okay.
Explain.
It's like football-shaped eyes in the back of your socket. That's what it is.
Huh?
Oh, that's why you curb all your wheels.
That's there you go.
You curb,
Listen, I'm the first person to admit I curbed my wheel last week and a week before that too.
curbed
I
the
got
little
my
wheels.
tires fixed and I curbed my wheel the next day.
You did on the XM.
And now it's in Florida.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's right.
It's in Florida. Well, you don't like it anyway.
I don't. It's not really functional.
You don't even like Florida.
It's a disappointment of how well, I don't want to say dysfunctional, but it just the lack of function. We really thought we were getting a hybrid car SUV
Right.
for the responsible purposes of saving money on gas,
Right.
giving you an easier ride to and from the city, and it really
It's total
backfired.
opposite.
It really actually was. We
So
spent
I'm
more
trying to
money
get out
on
of it after a
gas.
year.
It's a real pain in the ass with these
It is.
plug-in hybrids. I mean, if you're going to buy hybrid, people, I'm sorry. You just have to stick with, and there's nothing wrong with them, stick with Toyota Lexus. They're the only ones who have figured out this technology. They really are. I don't know. Has Honda figured it out too? It's another Japanese brand.
Does Honda have a hybrid? I think they do.
They do have a hybrid, but it's not a plug-in, right? It just.
I think Toyota mastered it already.
Well, Toyota absolutely mastered it. They did it in the late 90s. I think my body wants
the
to go to
XM is
90s.
very powerful and fast, but the gas goes low.
All right, so we have 2 games today, people.
Okay.
It's the game of us asking Elena 80s and 90s reference questions. Like, what's this? What's that from the 80s or 90s, and see what her response is. And
I
then
don't know any of that.
I think you might be underestimating Elena. And then in like turn, Elena's going to be asking us some like present day, modern day slang or whatever. And we as the Gen Xers have to see if we can answer properly.
Let's shoot. Let's do it.
Who wants to go first? You want to ask us questions first? Or you want us to ask you questions first? Okay.
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 Number 1.
Yes.
What is 6'7"?
What is 6'7"?
Year I was born.
Oh my gosh, that's true. 1967.
It's a lyric of a song, and it's like there's a video edit of like basketball.
Time out. You can only ask us questions of things you know.
I do know
So you
what
know
this
what
is.
6'7" is?
Yes.
And so in your own words, what is 6'7"?
It's like it was the first like a song,
Yeah.
and then it was the song was used in an edit of a basketball player,
Okay.
and then he's 6'7", so then they used the song 6.
What year is that?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it shows it does.
This
Not
is
for the context of the
6'7".
game.
Okay.
It's an expression.
So like kids in my grade just go 6'7".
6'7". So what does it mean?
It doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of just in this.
It's just something they're saying.
All right. Next one.
Like the cops are the bogeys.
I mean, this is all good. What?
The cops are called bogeys, so
How old are you?
it's a term now used
It
by
is?
kids.
Bogey?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She doesn't
Well,
know about
maybe-
the popo.
Popo?
I don't
Why
know
are you
what
refer- Okay, let's just make this about
Okay,
you.
what's the word?
No, this is
If you
her
go to a
turn.
teenager right now and say, "What's that on the corner?" They're gonna say, "That's a 5-0. That's a bogey."
Well, a bogey?
yeah.
All right, I don't know what
That's
type
okay.
of person you're hanging out with.
Aura points.
Aura points? I think I know what aura points is. Do you know what aura points are?
Your aura.
I think it has to deal with like the quality of like who you are.
Like how cool you are, yeah.
Okay, I did all right.
Bet.
Bet. Okay, I think I know what this one is too. What's bet?
Bet, like B.
Bet.
A bet is when you bet on something.
I think it's like
A financial downs. Go ahead.
I think like when you're like bet, like I bet you. Bet. No?
It's even worse.
They used to
Did I
say.
even get it?
They
See,
used
this
to
is
say
gonna be
that.
good though.
They used to say that in the
Bet.
90s.
It's like, are you down to go somewhere?
Oh.
yeah, it's the same
I did
thing.
not have that in my mind.
No, it's the same thing in the 90s.
No, it's not.
Like
Next.
say I want to
Like,
go
yo,
to
you want to go to movies? Bet.
We never said that in
They
the
did.
90s.
Of course they did.
I don't think
I
so.
knew that. I just said it to her.
I
Yo,
highly
you want to go
doubt.
roller skating? Bet,
Bet.
bro.
I forget. You're more closer to a boomer than you are a Gen Xer. Okay.
Oh, my
Beta.
God.
Beta. Like smooth.
Information.
Beta. Beta, like
You're a
smooth.
beta.
Like you're like smooth.
like someone who's soft and weak.
Oh. We know who that is.
We do?
We know a few people like that.
Oh. No, he's not a beta. He's just something else.
Beta? Nah.
No, he's definitely not a beta.
I'm a fucking warrior.
I mean,
a
I wouldn't say.
I'm a school of hard knocks.
Canon event.
What?
Canon event.
What?
Canon event.
I don't know where this
Canon
stuff is.
event?
This must be some tween stuff. I never.
Canon
heard.
event? Like Nick Cannon? Like you better not be involved in a Canon event.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
you better not.
there should be.
He's
There's
got
no
14
Canon
kids.
events happening in this household.
Nothing.
Canon event.
I don't know what a Canon event is.
Make a guess.
I just did.
A music event?
No. It's like when something in your life that's like really big helps you with development. It's a canon
like
event.
boom, boom,
Ah, who comes up with this stuff, man?
and then it sticks with all of them. Like, okay, and you're really only picking the ones that you like and you know yourself. Okay,
There's two that are the same, but one is more different than the other.
okay.
All right. Crash out.
Crash out. I think it just means you burn out.
Like you're burnt
burn
out,
out
you're
mean?
done.
What does burnout mean?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
You don't know what burning out means?
What? Burnt out means, say you're going to school.
What I feel every day. I am burned out
Your
every
mom's
day.
burnt out.
I am
That's
burned.
not helping me.
Burnt out means that you're
Wow.
overwhelmed.
Exhausted,
with work,
finished,
with stress,
finito.
exhausted, tired.
Stick a fork
that you're
in me.
working on lack of sleep, all kinds of
Do you know
stuff.
what stick a fork in me means?
Stick a fork in me means you're done.
No, I want to see what.
Oh.
I'm done with you. That's for damn sure.
It like means you're about to lose it.
No, I'm just
Yeah, that's what
done.
we
I
said.
should not lose it. It means
Crash out means you're about
well,
to lose it.
stick a fork in me. I'm done. Just means like I'm out. I give up. I'm done. No more reaction.
And then there's D1 crash out.
D1 crash out.
That's
The only thing I could think.
bottom of the barrel.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is like a D1 athlete.
D1 is like really, really burnt out. Like you're done.
Yeah, it's
Gone.
it's like a bigger version of a crash out. It's
Yeah.
when you're like the crash out is when you're about
Yeah.
to lose it, and a D1 crash out is
D1,
pretty much when you
you're
as
gone.
soon as you start crashing out, you're already like
All right,
insane.
next. I'm D1 crashing now.
Delulu.
You're delusional. Delusional? Thank God. Delulu.
Oh my God.
Delulu. Delusional. That one makes sense.
I like that one, Delulu. I like that.
That's a word we're going to be using in this house quite often. Go ahead.
Do it for the plot.
Do it for the what?
Do it for the plot.
For the plot? Do it for the story. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goals.
Goals. Like when someone does something great and you're like, goals.
When you do something great and that inspires you.
Okay. I think you might have to go a little bit harder though.
No, I like the way
That was a good intuitive one.
Goat.
Greatest of all time. Okay, next.
You're never going to get this one. Hyperpigmentation.
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 It's like
is
there's
when,
too much pigment in your skin somewhere.
Yeah, it's like when you break out and you got all kinds of redness.
It's a medical condition. Hyperpigmentation.
It's an acne condition.
It's from a video of this girl giving her mom a picture, and she has insanely bright cheeks.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, where were you for seeing your photos? Oh, you gave me that hyperpigmentation."
Okay, so I'm not exactly wrong.
No.
Okay.
Oh, we need more of these questions.
IWKYK.
What?
IWKIK.
IVK? Go ahead.
IYKYK.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Karen.
I am not a Karen. You got me a Karen?
Karen.
Oh, so we all know what a Karen is.
What is it?
Karen is, I can see how some people would confuse me with a Karen. A Karen is someone who inappropriately and is also wrong about a situation and reports it like a tattletale. But they weren't even right in the tattletale. I have been known to do some corrective parenting in my day between children and adults. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? I can't stand it. People being rude. Okay? So I will call you out in public and I will go on the line and say, if your child was wearing a red coat and threw ice in the road and a woman told him to don't grow up to be a shithead, it was me. Come find me. Like, that is me. But the kid was throwing ice in the road. So he actually did do something wrong. Something wrong like a Karen would be like a black person minding their own business, walking their dog in a park, and someone like, why are you here? That kind of thing.
Okay.
Which is wrong.
Left no crumbs.
Finished it.
Nothing
Complete.
Left
like
me
clean.
Done perfectly.
See? Okay, you're going to have to go a little bit more difficult, my friend.
I can't.
All right, go.
Lock in.
Nothing. Wait, did you get that? That's going to be funny.
Lock in.
Lock it in. Like, let's go. Lock it in.
It's done.
Get focused. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy.
Mid.
Mid? Like average, like, that's mid.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Op.
What?
Hitting them up.
Op.
Op, like OP?
OPP.
Other people's parts?
What?
Well, OPP, yo, you know me.
OPP, you know me.
But it's
That's
how
a
you
video.
spell it. You
That's
don't
a
say
rap
OPP.
song.
You go op.
Other people's person. Other people's property.
OPP?
It's just
Opposition.
op.
A special
Other-
op?
OPP
Operation?
or OP?
Like your enemy. Like you hate this
Oh.
person. You're op.
But it's not how we refer to
person.
it.
And its official term would be opponent.
I like that. I like
No
that.
clue.
You got a lot of questions.
Riz.
Riz.
there.
Like,
Rise up.
That's so wrong.
Riz. Is it like razzle dazzle 'em?
Riz. Hold on.
Razzle dazzle 'em.
Riz. Bring yourself up. Pick yourself up.
Riz?
Charisma.
Oh, I was kind of sort of in the ballpark.
Really?
I said razzle dazzle 'em.
Riz. Okay.
And T.
NT?
T.
Huh?
That's my last one. T.
I'll spell the T. T.
Yeah.
You got T?
Okay. That's it?
That's
Yeah.
all the ones
I
you
need
want
more. I
to
need
do?
more. Come up with
The other
wa-
ones were written.
Come up with a random one.
Cian is looking to see.
Come up with a random one from you.
Cian is checking them out.
Mewing.
What?
Mewing.
Mewing? Like mooing?
Mewing.
Mewing?
MEWING.
Mewing.
Mewing. Wait a minute. Why do I know that word? All right, let me Google it.
You're cheating. You're using your phone.
Mewing.
It won't even recognize your accent.
A technique where you rest your tongue against the roof of your mouth.
It's like when you're like trying to get the perfect jawline, you go. That's feeling.
No idea.
That's
wow. And you knew that. Oh my
Okay,
God.
what is
Damn,
the
how
next?
old
What
are
is
we?
the next one that CN told you to do?
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. I know what this means.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm a young boomer. So.
What's your beige flag, Billy? Like, what's a beige flag, and what's your beige flag?
Beige flag is from the Caribbean.
What?
That's wrong.
Beige flag.
From Grenada.
No.
Yeah, the part of the flag in Grenada is beige.
But
Oh
has
my
no-
God.
Can I give a guess? Okay, does it have something to do with like someone has a red flag or a green flag and now it's a beige flag? Like,
Yeah,
so
but
like
I
what
knew
do you
that
do
already.
that's like makes you it's not exactly like makes you like boring average, or is it like you're on your way to being a whole?
A characteristic of a significant other that is weird or off-putting, but not enough to reject them.
Oh, so like someone having like a weird habit is not a deal breaker, but it's
but it's
definitely a
weird.
beige flag. Like it could become red,
I'm going to get a shirt that says that.
but it
now.
could become
Then I'll
just
put that on the
beige.
back of
Just
it.
be fine.
I'm going to get a beige flag on the front and on the back.
I think you're just a walking beige
I'm gonna
flag.
go like that on the
No,
a
that's a
walking
red flag.
with a barcode.
That would be a red flag. That
All right,
would
so
not
I'm
be
just-
beige flag.
I'm just gonna
Beige
put a
flag.
barcode on the back of it so they could scan it. and go
Beige
like that.
flag is you are just annoying enough that people still want to talk to you. Like it's not enough to
I
be like
don't-
that guy's a jerk or
All
I
right,
really
so how
love them.
about I say that? I'm a beige flag. Please don't talk to me.
Then that would be a red flag.
That would be a red flag.
I don't care if you don't talk to
That's
me.
a
How
red
about
flag.
that?
That's a red
I wanna
flag.
get
That's
that made
another
up.
red flag.
That's a red flag. Means
I don't
I'll
you're
wear
think
that in the next podcast.
I don't think you
that's a-
understand what beige means.
That's a red flag, which
Okay, so now let's be real.
Narcissist.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt bad. What is my beige flag?
you yell a lot,
But that's a red flag.
but it's not off-footing.
But
He
I
yells
yell
a
a lot,
lot.
and it's a red
you
flag.
yell.
I don't yell at all. What
But
are you
you're
talking about?
together.
I stopped yelling 3 months ago. I've been very quiet.
Okay.
You yelled like 2 minutes ago.
I did not yell 2 minutes ago. I've been in
You don't
this
want
room
to tell
for
me what
30
my
minutes.
beige flag is?
She just told you.
But I think she gave me a red flag, which I'm not saying I don't have. I'm
I
just
know what your beige
I'm
flag
giving
is.
you guys a lot more credit. I'm saying that that's a bad thing that I do.
Well,
it's a
one of your
red
beige
flag.
flag is your micromanager.
What's a
Okay,
micromanager?
but it also made you a lot of money.
What's a
so that's why you
micromanager?
keep me around.
What's a
Okay,
That's not why I keep
Micromanager.
it around.
of course it is. What is my beige?
I make us a lot
What's a
of money.
micromanager?
Someone who has to be in control of all the details because she is afraid that something is going to fall apart if it doesn't go the way that she needed it to go.
That's the one.
That's not what that's more to it than that.
If anyone ever wanted to know how to sum Shari Schwick up, it would be this.
With the Italian flag on it.
Was this? Say to the world what it says, Elena.
As long as everything is exactly the way I want it, I'm totally flexible.
That's exactly how I feel. Right? That pretty much sums it up, right?
Yeah.
So this is my beige flag.
Yeah.
I wear it with honor. This is who I am. Gotta love me.
It stays here.
Okay, you ready to hear the 90s, 80 questions?
I'm going to get them all wrong.
Don't
Why?
say that.
Because I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's not a 90s kid.
I'm
Okay.
a 2010s
No, but that's
kid.
the point. See, she's trying to get us embarrassed, and now we're gonna get the answers out of her as to what she thinks they are. You want to just pass it back? You want to
Okay,
pick
go
one?
ahead.
Pick one. Don't say the whole list. Pick one
He's a 70s.
that you know.
Sweet Valley High.
Huh?
Oh, you don't know what that is?
That was the top. That was the toughest one. She's gonna get the rest on there.
I don't know.
Sweet Valley High. I loved Sweet Valley High. That's like the only books I would. There were a
it's a
series
book?
of books.
I don't like books.
She likes computer.
If y'all couldn't tell, we're not exactly a strong house of readers here at Shea Schwick.
But I read manga.
You read what?
Manga.
You do read manga. You like graphic novels. Okay.
It's Japanese books.
Do you know what jellies are? Jellies? Just take a guess.
A jelly? I don't know.
Oh, you're kidding me. Come on, that's an easy one.
Jellies.
They're in the stores you go in all the time.
Do you mean like jelly cats?
No. Jellies were a type of sandal that girls would wear. And they were made out of plastic and they look like little baskets woven together. Jellies.
Well, that was mom's era. And now you have your era.
But that's the point. That's
Yeah.
what you were getting a reaction from. Do you want to guess another one?
I'll give you an easy one. Video rental shops.
A video rental shop like Blockbuster.
There you go.
I'm
Again.
not that young.
She's gonna get a. She's gonna get a lot.
Okay, so from Blockbuster, do you know what this phrase means? Be kind and rewind.
So like the people that you give the tapes to don't have to rewind them themselves.
Okay, yeah, you had to
Well, they
come
want
back
you
to.
to rewind them, right? There you
Did
go.
we get penalties if your Blockbuster tape wasn't rewound?
$2.
If they caught you, right?
No, they charge you $2
Because they could figure it out. Because
they
of
had to
the
use it on
barcode on the VHS
no,
tape.
it was in the tape.
It was in the tape.
It was open in a cassette. You could see
Right.
it.
No,
It
I
was
know
new.
you could see it, but like who? Like after you put it through the mailbox chute, you remember you would, if you had to return them late
Right,
at
but
night, they
it
had the
was logged
mailbox
into the
chute.
computer with your name.
That's
the
what I'm
old
saying,
style
the
computer,
That's how I started this. The barcode was on the plastic cover, and
and it was under your name because you had an account with them, and they charged you $2.
$2 for a
That's all.
rewind.
That's
not
it?
cheap.
I would not.
Well,
re-
$2 back then is like $12.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wouldn't do it.
So I remember the day Grandma and Grandpa bought the actual. You remember the actual rewind machine? Yes. Oh, that changed your life because at the time you had to use your VCR to rewind
And
the whole
blur it
thing,
out.
and it would be like. So if you wanted to watch another movie or you wanted to watch the movie again, you had to wait for it to rewind, which would take like 20 minutes.
So they came out with a rewinder machine.
20 minutes is nothing.
where's the machine
20
at?
minutes is forever for you guys. Are you kidding?
And the first VHS that came out was $1,000.
Yeah, we didn't have a VCR. I want to say until I was in.
Until they went down to like.
I think until
$300.
I was at least in third grade,
Yeah.
third
And
or
they
fourth
came out with a
grade.
CD player after that.
Well, obviously. Okay. What was a phone book?
It was like a book full of phone numbers that you could dial.
Yeah.
What color were the pages?
I don't know, white, yellow.
Oh, nice job.
The only-
There was a white
Wow.
pages and the yellow pages.
No,
the
it was
white
black
page.
and white.
Oh, so good. What?
You're going before the 80s now.
Black and white and yellow was a phone book.
Of course, that's what we just freaking
All the
said.
way up until they got rid of it.
The white pages typically were the business, and the
Right,
yellows
which
were
is black and
typically.
I
know.
only picked white and yellow.
And
because
yellow
those
was
are the
typically
only pages in
residential.
I only picked those two because they're the actual pages,
No, it's the
color
opposite.
of pages that you
It's
could
the
see.
opposite.
Yes.
Yellow pages was the business.
Is that
white,
true?
White was residential.
If it was
You might be
any
right.
other color, you probably couldn't see the numbers.
Okay, you want to pick another one?
I'll give you an easy one. Keeman and Kel.
Keenan and
Kenan
Kel.
and Kel.
You might know
Like
this one.
Keenan Thompson? I don't know who the other guy is.
They were kids and they had like their own kid version of Saturday Night Live.
What was the
Like all of that?
Improv skits and stuff.
Right, but it was
Like
on
all
that.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, all
Nickelodeon.
of that?
I wasn't allowed to watch
Was it
Nickelodeon.
like all of that?
Yeah, it
Was it
was like
called that?
all that.
Okay.
All that.
Who's the other guy? I don't know who that is. I know who Keenan Thompson is, though.
Yeah, well, hey, that kid's gone. He was a skinny kid.
You might know this because of Big Bang Theory. Radio Shack. What's
It
Radio
was
Shack?
like an electronics company.
Yeah.
It was a store that used to sell nice products. They had very good stuff back then. They were
Good
very
old
popular.
Big Bang Theory
They
and
came
Young
after
Sheldon.
Crazy Eddie.
Young Sheldon referenced Radio Shack quite a bit. We love Young Sheldon, right?
We did.
We did.
Christian Slater.
Huh?
I picked that one.
I don't know. Who
Christians.
He was an 80s actor
He was not just an 80s, 90s actor. He was like the heartthrob of heartthrobs.
back then. Now he's
Did the Heathers.
now he's
Did
twisted.
Okay, so this comes from a movie called. Well, this one actually made it. This is one I was talking to Sean about last week. It's a phrase that probably still exists today. Me and Aunt Emily probably say it a lot. What's your damage? You've never heard what's your damage?
No, you had to hear that. That's big.
What's your damage?
Never heard that before. It might have been big back then, but not now.
All right, so just give a guess. What do you think what's your damage means? It's probably what you think it means.
I don't
What's
know
your-
what
like
I think
if I was like really snotty, I'd be like, what's your damage?
What's your deal?
Kind of. It's like, what trauma do you have that made you so ick?
That's so
What's your
much
damage?
into it.
Well, you got to remember, it's a different era.
There's too much.
You
into
have
it.
your era. They had theirs. Listen, the 80s was
We
big.
shorten stuff. They make stuff longer.
Do you know what a Teddy Ruxpin is?
Oh, wow. That was popular.
The name sounds familiar.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Was it like a doll or something?
Kind of.
Teddy bear?
It was a teddy bear.
I did.
And it would like give you messages and have a little heart and
Grandma
light
have
up.
one? At
We
home?
might have. Well, my mom definitely had a Teddy Ruxpin. Uncle Steve had a Teddy Ruxpin for the longest time.
80s.
I need to see a picture.
It might be at Uncle Steve's house, to be quite honest, with his girls.
You trust
Teddy
them
Ruxpin
with
was
the
like
Same
song?
thing with like my buddy,
like a My Buddy doll.
my buddy, wherever
Like a
he
My Buddy
goes,
teddy bear.
I'm gonna go.
Like my Violet doll from when I was younger. Like my teddy bear.
They're similar. They're all
yeah,
similar.
a little
They
bit
just changed
similar.
with time.
I could see that.
Cabbage Patch Kids was huge.
Then yeah,
Huge. They were so big that they're worth
a lot of money now.
$1,000 now, some of them.
And
Doesn't
then
Grandma have one?
I have one. That's well, we have probably a couple of old Cabbage Patch from my mom.
And they're probably
I have a
worth-
Cabbage Patch that's still in the
Guarantee
box.
the ones from your grandmother are probably worth
Grandma's
a lot.
also keeping them. Okay, what if I said this? As if.
As if. I'm confused.
It's from a very particular movie, very specific movie.
That's definitely a girly movie.
As if. Ha ha ha. But I'm
Clueless.
saying.
I got the thing, Billy.
Christine Applegate.
Christina Applegate.
She was in Clueless. Wasn't
No.
she? Alicia
Alicia
Silverstone. Ah, I'm
Silverstone.
sorry,
The only thing I know about Clueless is there's a character named Cher.
As
Okay.
if means
She wore yellow.
Like whatever. Like
whatever.
Whatever.
Major
As if.
Loser.
No, it's meaner than that. Whatever. Sean remembers.
What?
Whatever moron.
Oh. All I can,
Whatever moron.
There's a Disney one goes wherever Major Loser.
Well, yeah, well, this was loser.
So you're kind of pondering off what happened years ago, but you got your own version of it now. It's just different and shorter.
Sunny D.
The drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's a glowworm?
Oh my God! You don't know what a glowworm?
You even had one as a baby.
Well, I was a baby. I don't remember when.
A glowworm. It's a little worm. It looks like a caterpillar, and you squeeze it, and it lights up, and you go to bed with it.
What invented that? That sounds cursed.
No,
L.A.
they're
Gear.
Popular.
L.A. Gear.
Sneakers.
It was a type of sneaker.
In the 80s.
Who did anybody buy them? They're not around anymore, right?
Nah,
Somebody
well,
buy them out. Okay, we did that. We did that. We did that.
L.A. Gear sneakers.
I think that might be it,
Wow,
guys.
still a website.
That's it?
Well, I mean, everything
whole
else.
list.
I know.
Yeah. Still around.
But all these, you know. What's a Walkman?
Like the thing that plays music?
The radio. Cassette
What
player.
What would you put in a Walkman to play music?
CD?
No.
Well, they had two versions.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
They
the
started with a
cassette.
cassette
Rosie
tape
has
and they
one.
went to a CD.
Rosie has one. She said.
I used to have the yellow fat one, the Fat Boy. That was the coolest one with the colors. You were cool if you had
That's
one
pretty-
of those.
What's a Game Boy? You know this one. What's a Game Boy?
A Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah. She.
I mean, they still have Game Boys, don't they?
No.
Really?
They're like Nintendo 3s now, right? Was it
They're
Nintendo Switch?
Nintendo Switch 2.
What was a Nokia?
A phone?
Oh,
Wow.
ding ding ding.
I told you
These
she was
were
gonna get a
easy.
lot of them.
Yeah.
Can we do more?
I don't have any more to give you.
that. You
Do
didn't-
all
you
the
didn't
easy.
say them all.
Do all the other
You
easy
didn't
ones.
say them all.
They're What's a Furby?
Oh.
I hate Furby.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was like, I think that's a reaction of she knows what a Furby is. But you know, there's things that have come back.
Stephanie had one. It freaked me out.
Yeah, it
I
is
got
weird.
one for you, Gremlin.
A Furby?
Basically. You know the Goonies?
You don't know the Goonies?
Oh wow.
What? You gotta watch the Goonies.
Sandlot.
Oh, that's the baseball movie.
Okay.
You
You're
gotta
forgiven.
watch the Goonies.
I watched.
That movie was history. It made history. That movie, huge.
Well, too bad.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No.
What?
What?
No.
You don't know
What
Buffy?
about Charmed?
No, that's a little older.
The witches.
No, I know
show?
210. 90210?
It's going back 30 years ago.
You don't know what 90210
I'm
is?
13.
It's just the best teen evening drama of all time that I wasn't allowed to watch.
And a couple of people from that movie.
There was a throwback one. Oh, yeah, Saved by the Bell. Really?
What?
Zack Attack?
You don't know Saved by the Bell? With what? With Screech and Zach and all
The
that?
Zack Attack?
Mario, the kid does
Slater, AC Slater,
AC Slater. What?
Jesse, Kelly, Lisa.
Let me see what Saved by the Bell.
You guys are the ones
Zach and Kelly
apparently.
forever.
When did Saved by the Bell go off the air? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
When they go off the air.
Final episode was in 93.
Jiminy
That long ago?
Cricket. I was your age when it went
I
off
was-
the air.
Oh, wow.
I was
Oh,
not
the
born.
college years.
That was fun.
The new class. Yeah. Oh, my God. I didn't know it was that
Baywatch.
old.
Baywatch.
That's like a beach movie.
Well,
Beach show, yeah.
yeah. About what?
Life?
About the lifeguards.
That ended
yes.
in 2010.
David
that was
Ha-
on for 10 years.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh, my
Did you
God.
just
David
swear?
Hasselhoff. Did I just say Hasselhoff? David Hasselhoff.
I don't know who that is.
Knight Rider.
I don't know who that is.
Knight Rider was the 80s, son. You were a baby then.
Oh, but something that's, let's see, there's a couple of things that have come back. Like one thing that you have that I wasn't even allowed to have was a Tamagotchi.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a Tamagotchi. I didn't. She knows what a Rubik's Cube is. Those always come back every time.
I
you
have
get it.
one.
Yeah, they were, nobody could ever figure those out.
You couldn't.
Well, you know what shirts are popular now? It's like Rainbow Bright.
What's,
No way.
what's
Straw-
Rainbow Bright?
Rainbow Bright.
What's rainbow?
One of your friends just had it on at the picnic the other day. It's like a little girl who lives with unicorns over the rainbow.
Who was that?
Rainbow Bright. That was her name.
Who wore that?
God.
We'll discuss off camera. Off camera.
I need to know. I'm gonna forget.
Then there's
You can't
been like,
mention a name on
but then
camera.
there's like names of bands that are getting popular again because like I go through the stores. I'm like, I was not even allowed to wear that shirt, and now it's like in Century 21 or Forever 21, not Century 21. Forever 20. Don't make a scratchy noise. Forever 21. Nirvana shirts. You can get a Nirvana shirt at Forever 21. Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Guns N' Roses.
What about
Yeah.
Urban Outfitters?
Like the fact that you even could have like a skeleton on a shirt when we were growing up was a big deal.
Yeah.
Which is still a big deal, but I don't allow
I'm
skeletons
still
in the
not allowed
house.
to have a skeleton
We're not allowed to have skeletons in the house.
I gotta
no.
wear it in Florida.
What about
Yeah.
Urban Outfitters?
So first of all, we want to say thank you to everybody for checking out Behind the Wheels. We are wrapping season 1. Everybody clap. Woo! So thank
Come
you.
on, Elena. Did you see Lilo and Stitch, the new one?
Yeah.
You know I am giving
Yeah, I
the
did.
thank
Oh,
you.
wait, your dad?
Yeah.
Who else?
Wow, how does he get to take her to all the movies?
Because you don't take her to the movies.
But you don't ask. to
Every
take her
time
to-
you take me out to the movies, it's a
You're
movie about a
usually in
dog
Florida.
dying.
That was a year ago.
That movie was
10
so
movies
sad.
came out since then. Was Lilo and Stitch good? The new
Yeah.
remake? Okay. That's why.
Can I finish giving the thank
I
you?
want the next movie.
Can I finish?
Then schedule in time. You missed Wicked with me. You missed Lilo and Stitch. You missed what else? There's a lot.
Moana
I got to
too.
schedule a
I
time.
didn't watch Moana.
I got to schedule a time with you.
Yeah,
You got to
I'm
fit
booked.
me.
I'm booked tomorrow. I'm booked Wednesday for graduation
Wow.
rehearsals. I'm booked.
Told you, twins.
Can I finish giving the fans a thank
Can't
you?
talk to me right now. I'm busy.
Season 1 is now a wrap. We hope you stay with us and follow us for season 2 coming to you after this fall. We're going
What
to
do
be
you mean
taking,
after this fall? September.
well, in the fall, we'll bring out season 2.
Season 2.
We're going to hit the road with Q29 Productions, and we're going to go behind the scenes of all things car shows, events, those cars, and reveals. And we're going to have a lot of
stuff
content.
for you.
Yeah.
So season 2 will erupt in September.
Who are you looking at?
I hope so. If you want to be a guest on Behind the Wheels podcast, there is 2 criteria. Are you a small business owner in the car industry, or are you a small business owner who has a love and an affinity for cars and are a car
are you
enthusiast?
a billionaire and you want to donate to the Uncle Billy Foundation?
If you would like
Go
to,
fund me.
sponsorships are available for Behind the Wheels
We'll
podcast.
sponsor it. That's correct.
Billy Strickgrath GoFundMe is now up.